India announced retaliatory tariffs on the US and filed a complaint with the WTO, marking Modi's toughest stance against the US since taking office. But just days later, Trump stated in Qatar that India has proposed eliminating tariffs on US goods in exchange for a potential trade deal. Trump clearly does not care about Modi's feelings. During the India-Pakistan conflict, the US repeatedly said it was uninterested in India's war threats, stating the conflict was irrelevant to the US. Yet after the ceasefire, Trump boasted on social media about mediating the India-Pakistan conflict. Such humiliation naturally enraged Modi, and the BJP's mouthpiece, Paki Sharma, publicly accused the US of slandering India and mocked the crash of a US Navy F-18. So Modi took a rare hardline stance, planning to impose tariffs on US goods to retaliate against the US. But as you know, for a man who likes wearing skirts, toughness is fleeting. In Trump's words, he has no cards to play. Trump also publicly opposed Apple's production expansion in India. He dislikes Americans using India-made iPhones and insists Apple must produce in the US. For India, hoping to take over Apple's supply chain, this is another devastating blow. As the US's guard dog, India has provided its own dog food and spent years countering China for the US, only to receive such brutal treatment. Modi has been repeatedly humiliated by Trump in front of global media. Before Trump returned to the White House, Indian media, including Paki Sharma, hyped up Modi and Trump's personal friendship. Is Modi now starting to miss his former master, Biden? Though Biden hardly respected Modi either, investigating Modi's major backer Adani and filing lawsuits against him in the US, leaving Modi humiliated. India is a truly strange country, always needing a master and taking pride in its master's strength. British colonial rule unified India, controlled vast territories not originally India's, and built extensive infrastructure. After Britain declined and India gained independence, it was thrashed by China and sought the Soviet Union as its master. After the Soviet Union's collapse, India shifted course, gradually abandoning Russia to become the US's guard dog. Yet this same country fantasizes about becoming a superpower, surpassing China. I cannot fathom India's thought process. How do they think? A nation with no long-term strategy, negligible industrial capacity, and constantly shifting diplomatic stances, where does it find the confidence to aspire to global influence? If Modi wants to be a tough man, he should act like China, striking back decisively when the US launches a tariff war, not kneeling to Trump, groveling for forgiveness. But Modi dares not, nor is he willing to help China counter the US tariff threat. He dreams of China being defeated by the US, with India reaping the benefits. But having chosen to kneel to the US, he should follow through unwaveringly, like South Korea, obeying the US master's every command to gain some benefits. Ironically, after China and the US paused their tariff war through negotiations, Modi, driven by personal emotions, provoked the US. After a few days of toughness, he begged for compromise, flip-flopping and exposing his paper tiger nature to Trump, not even worthy of being a guard dog. In future confrontations, the US will continue to humiliate India, repeatedly crossing India's red lines, forcing Modi to make more concessions. India has no effective countermeasures. Indeed, the US needs nothing from India and can easily find substitutes elsewhere. But India cannot survive without the US market. India, a trade deficit nation, enjoys a surplus with the US. Without dollars, India cannot buy Chinese industrial goods or machinery, stalling its industrialization. Though India's industrialization has been stagnant for over a decade, that's still better than total collapse. Facing China, Pakistan, and disgruntled South Asian neighbors, Modi feels deeply insecure. France's Rafale and Russia's S-400 clearly cannot ensure India's safety anymore. Only advanced U.S. weapons like the F-35 can let Modi sleep soundly. But to acquire the F-35, India must meet stringent conditions, the most critical being to confirm its guard dog status and never bark at its master. Honestly, I pity Modi. From a dog's perspective, sacrificing self-interest and dignity, providing its own dog food to guard the master's house, without even a word of praise, and constantly fearing a beating, this is a human tragedy.